Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of House of Sports podcast. I'm your host, Wayne. I'm here with my guys, Joey, Chubbs, Smoot in the building, tearing up some food. In this episode, we will be discussing the conference finals preview, giving you guys who we think will win in the East and in the West. Dan Snyder officially sells the team. Um, Bryce Young entering OTAs, and we're also going to draft an offense. So we're going to build our dream offense. Also get into the Vikings trading for Darius Smith, and our way too early top 5 MVP candidates for next football season, man. Before we get started, a few housekeeping things. House Divided Sports Pod. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on this episode, this video. If you're on audio, download this episode. And then obviously you know where to find us, House Divided Sports Pod on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube as well, hdsportspod on Twitter. Before we get started, you guys got anything I want to say to the people? Fuck the people, clearly. All right, man.
3%. That's all I'm gonna say.
3% chance. That's all they give us. We can start there because it's kind of crazy how the Heat just do not get respect.
We don't.
4 years, 3 conference finals, and every single one of them, we were just never given a chance. Never ever given a chance.
Including by.
And I'm not gonna sit here. I wanted us to lose and play in so we could get the 14th pick. See what we can do. But never in my mind, I forgot how great of a coach Eric Spoelstra was. I forgot how playoff Jimmy translates to the playoff.
Hey, bro.
I didn't foresee Gabe Vincent turning into Fred VanVleet. I didn't foresee Caleb Martin giving us great minutes off the bench. I did not foresee Kevin Love being an instrumental piece to our postseason success. I did not see Max. I did not see Justin Robinson turning the clock, turning the hands of time.
Yes, he did.
Like Bubba Robinson. I did not see.
Yet he do it. Yes, he can.
I did not see Cody Zeller coming in and being an energy and giving us some good quality minutes when Bam has to sit off bench. And I did not see. I just did not see, man.
Amen.
But now I see the light. I am no longer forsaken.
Oh my God.
It went away after the Bucks series. But that's all I got to start. But we got to start. I would be remiss if we didn't start like this. Jason Tatum had the most points in a game 7 after having a terrible start in game 6 and narrowly escaping. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of tough to say humbly I'm one of the best players in the NBA. They come out and drop 51 points. Even though the 51 really did not mean nothing, he was stabbed at at the end.
Impressive.
It still was impressive
Right.
from to go out and snatch the soul of the Philadelphia 76ers. So before we get started, I would like some apologies because I said a certain coach was ass. I've been saying this for 10 years. And
ain't no defending him no more.
No.
Finish.
Nah. Ain't no defending him no more.
I got my cape on today. I got my cape on today. I do have my cape on.
So let's talk about first before we get into the finals, conference finals previews. Let's talk about what happened yesterday. Philadelphia 76ers. I think we all can agree. Maybe you guys answer the question. Was the process a failure?
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
This was a year for him to go.
Process is a failure ever since they got rid of B. They've been saying this for like 6 years, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, rid of Ben Simmons. They've been saying
I find it very funny that they blame Ben Simmons.
Oh, my computer just shut off.
But
I'm here.
Yeah, Ben Simmons. But I was like, I'm waiting for him to blink and go away. They blame Ben Simmons just for James Harden, the guy that some people on this panel said was better than Dwayne Wade all the time. For him to produce Ben Simmons' number. And I do want to apologize to Nikola Jokic because ESPN, a lot of people, fought for Embiid to get the MVP just for you to no longer want it. And in the playoffs, Embiid goes from MVP in the regular season to DeAndre Ayton. And it's absolutely disgusting. I think we can all agree that debate is over. Nikola Jokic is the best center in the league. But I'm going to let somebody else start it off because his boy dropped 51 points yesterday. So I'm going to let him go ahead and start us off on this topic.
I mean, what should I say? I ain't really too much to say. I knew he was going to have a big game after he came out aggressively in the first half. He did have 25 at halftime. I mean, that 51 was impressive. And I understand, it came, I'm not going to say garbage time because, Boston does have a tendency of blowing leads. So
yeah, they were not going to blow a 30-point lead, bro.
Can I finish, bro?
My bad.
But I mean, I still don't think he was taking bad shots. I still think he was, I think they kept him in there to keep his flow moving on into the next series because he played so bad in Game 6. In that fourth quarter of Game 6, he did drop 16 points. And it kind of carried over. And I think he needs to stay in that rhythm, which is a big reason. That's probably why they kept him in for so long, on top of ensuring that they don't come back. But this goes without saying. I want everybody to stop all the JB better than JT talk. Stop all of the it's JB's team. Stop all of the, JB's a better performer in the playoffs. I give you he's more efficient. I've always said that. I've always said that Jason Tatum does have a tendency to have these cold streaks. But we saw in Game 7 when he wasn't getting double teamed, when they were playing him straight up, he was getting buckets. Every player has a tendency to, shoot bad. Going these cold spells. Klay Thompson does it all the time. We don't be on his ass about it. On top of JT still being not as much. I mean, obviously Jason Tatum is not Klay Thompson. It's two different people. But Klay does it more than often. He gets into these shooting slumps in which he's not, impactful for the team, which he needs to be when Steph Curry needs help. But I will say again that, we see this should silence all critics as to what Jason Tatum is capable of doing. He dropped 51 points. He dropped 40. He dropped 40 when it mattered. And they got a double-digit win. Of course, JB played efficiently. Marcus Smart gave some good minutes. Al Horford was hitting shots. They just played through JT, and I think that's ultimately why they won. I just want to tell everybody who be questioning who is the guy for that team or who should be the guy for that team. Just watch this film over whenever you have that question. But hats off to the Celtics, and I hope the Sixers can trust the process a little bit more. Maybe get rid of Doc Rivers, add another piece. It was kind of disgusting though what Joel Embiid said in press conference afterwards about him and James Harden can't do it by himself. Tobias Harris was the leading scorer for the 76ers, which is crazy. And Embiid shot like 5 for 18 in the closeout game. You can't get that from the MVP. He was getting stripped. Joel, I mean, I know we had a conversation in the group chat about, the calls and everything, but, that comes with the game. They just wasn't going their way, maybe, but at the end of the day, you're not going to blame the refs for a 40-point loss. That just, that you can't do that. So, yeah, JT MVP, man. Finals.
I ain't gonna say no more. I can't defend Doc Rivers no more. I know the guys didn't play well, but this doesn't help the case for me defending him when this is a Game 7 and the team blew it. So I don't really got much to say. But I will say, DL, For as much as you get on these guys, about talking poorly, you did say at the beginning of the series, this team sucks. They need to lose. Like you were talking down on the Celtics.
Let me say this: the way that I saw it, I think the Celtics should either swept or they should have lost 4-2. There is no reason why this series should have went to 7 games. Every time they lost,
I give you a reason. Joel Embiid.
Yeah, but the losses that the Celtics had were overtime. They were by 1 or 2 points. The game 6, they came back and won. They should have lost that game. That should have been the end of the series. I'm not gonna lie. And then again, the first 2 games that they lost, they were very, very close games. So I figure they should have swept them, or they should have lost in game 6. There's no reason why this series should have went to 7. I mean, the matchups were there. The matchups were good. But again, I don't know if it's a coaching thing or if it's an effort thing. There's no reason why, Doc Rivers and the 76ers should have lost in game 7, especially by 40 points. That's crazy. Or even lost in that game 6, honestly. They let one player beat them in 2 back-to-back games.
Joe?
All right. I do put blame on Joel Embiid. In a final game, game 7, he should have played better. 100%. Played bad. But you know who also played bad this entire series, except the last game, was Tobias Harris, which no one ever points the finger at Tobias Harris, where he should hold more weight on that team for the type of player that he is. The type of player that he is for that team. He should score more. He has the ability to score 19, right? He should score. If you want to look at what he's done in that series versus Boston, he has played bad. That was his best game, that last game. And I said that game 7, I give Joel Embiid. He should have performed better. James Harden give us a 42-point game. He was not able to give us 20 more points after that. For any other game, he wasn't able to give us 20 points. Tyrese Maxey was the most consistent role player for Joel Embiid. Right? So now I'm going into this, right? I'm looking at what they were doing on the court, how they were performing. Yes, Joel Embiid was out a game. I think they won that game anyways.
Yep.
So they won that game anyways. But then after that, Joel Embiid went on a run. He was giving them 25 points or more, even in the game 6 that they lost. And then he plays the last game and he flops. So I blame the MVP. MVP has to make it to the conference finals. I think they said this is the first time the MVP does not make it to the conference finals. And he also had the biggest drop from an MVP from playoff points per game regular season points per game going into the playoffs, and it was about 8 points. So yes, he underperformed. And this is where I go for my caping for Doc Rivers, right? Every time Doc Rivers has a team, they underperform. We look at the players and we look at them now. And a lot of people say, yes, the Celtics carry Doc Rivers. Yes, I believe that. That was a great team. But when we look at the teams that folded with Doc Rivers, where are those players now? Have those players ever succeed? Have they ever made it past it, other than Chris Paul playing with Devin Booker, going to the finals, and he still loses?
Blake Griffin's with the Celtics.
But Blake Griffin's is with the Celtics, but look at the Celtics.
The Clippers team, when Doc Rivers left the very next year, was in the Western Conference Finals and would have been in the finals if Kawhi Leonard didn't get hurt.
And they lost anyways.
But that's because Kawhi got hurt.
Yeah, but they still lost. Point is, they all end up in the same place as Doc Rivers, home.
Rondo won a ring with the Lakers.
What you say?
Joey, this is some bullshit.
What you mean? Now. Listen, I'm just saying his players underperformed for him.
Been to 3 different spots, and the same shit happened 3 different at 3 different destinations. And then you try to cape for that.
Listen.
How about Doc Rivers make some changes? How about Doc Rivers runs an offensive set So when Marcus Smart is on Joel Embiid, he's not flashing to the free throw line instead of burying him in the bottom of the paint. How about that? How about in the last 5 minutes of Game 6, Joel Embiid gets a touch and Doc Rivers makes sure Joel Embiid gets a touch? How about that?
Right, but we also have to
and
put. We also have to put
Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is the fourth scoring option on the team, bro.
Right, and I named also the other players as well that did not carry their weight.
Tobias
so
Harris
what are you talking about?
And Tobias Harris had to guard Jason Tatum, who for the most part.
Listen, I don't listen, and I don't listen. You could be good on offense. You can also be good on defense. Whatever you do on defense, I don't care. You still got to give us some points. If James Harden
made no sense, everybody got a roll, Joe.
But if James Harden not giving me buckets, if Tyrese Maxey is still giving me buckets, but James Harden, my second scorer, is not giving me buckets, who else is going to give me buckets? I gotta take people off the bench. My MVP. Yes, my MVP, but my MVP has been giving me 26, 35, 40.
Not efficiently.
But nobody else is getting buckets. He has to take all the shots.
By old ass Al Horford.
He has to. But you act like he's not playing the best, one of the best defenses in the freaking league. Everybody on that defense, everybody on the Boston plays defense. Be able to guard Joel Embiid one-on-one. But it was a team. It was a team effort. It was a team effort to stop Joel Embiid.
In the fourth quarter,
it wasn't one player. It wasn't one player.
In the fourth quarter, bro, PJ Tucker had to yell at this man and say, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Listen, last game, and this is what I also want to say about last game. Last game, Jason Tatum put on the clinic. You're right. Pause. He sucked the life out of them boys. They was like, "No, it's over."
Hey, yo, bro.
I said, pause. But I'm saying, when he started going off, they was like, "Nah, it's a wrap." They gave up,
and that's weakness on the part of Joel Embiid
and James Harden. And James Harden, get on Harden too, and James Harden.
It's Embiid's team. So
my God,
every time he loses, he comes out and blames somebody. Every time he comes out and blames people.
That's one thing I can't say about Embiid, bro. Embiid does put the blame on a lot.
Correct.
Then even when it comes to like that flopping mess, bro, like he's just too soft. Like he's expecting a lot of stuff to,
he's just a little better version of Cat. That's it. He don't get hella boards. He's 7-1. Don't grab a lot of rebounds.
And I do put the blame on him, but at the same time, we were talking about these players underperforming.
Tobias Harris is in the blame. That's crazy.
Yes, because like he should step up in moments like that. That's the type of team.
The other team's best player.
All right, bro.
What energy he got?
But all right. So saying Tobias Harris scored the most points. Like, I mean, he can get buckets, right? He can give you.
That means the team was down that bad that Tobias Harris had to get some points.
Yeah, exactly. My point is exactly. If I got Joel Embiid and James Harden and Tyrese Maxey, that should be giving me points. That's what I'm saying,
bro. Tobias, look at me, Joey. Tobias Harris is not going to win you a game if the other three people are playing ass.
My fucking point exactly.
That's what he's saying. He's saying just like Jason Tatum has played terrible before. We've seen Malcolm Brogdon come out and drop points. We've seen,
but it's not only Malcolm Brogdon. Though,
that's what I'm saying. We've seen Brogdon. We've seen JB. We've seen Smart. We've seen.
It'd be a collection team effort.
I said 4 people. That's 4 people in that starting lineup that I said underperformed. And the other one is only one person that performed well. And it was Tobias Harris. And I'm saying 4 people, you can't win a game like that. You can't. So how, if you can't win a game like that, we're blaming Doc Rivers in the game 7. Game 6.
He's a coach. He doesn't make any adjustments.
Yeah, listen.
He didn't make one adjustment. Right. The Celtics changed their entire lineup for 2 games. Doc came out and did the same shit over and over and over again.
What they gonna put in there though, bro? Shake Milton, bro.
Bro,
what's the alternative? Bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I think at this time, at this point, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, the alternative. Why is Marcus Smart even think he could be a primary defender?
Yeah, on Joel Embiid. What you mean? That's the defensive player of the year, bro. Just chill out. Stop trying.
He's 6'3". Joel Embiid is 7'1".
You're right, bro. You're right. I think, like I said, at this point, bro,
and Joel Embiid want to catch the ball at the free throw line.
He shot 0 for 4 from 3.
The biggest issue is that Joel Embiid cannot pass out of a double team. They're sending double and triple
throw the
team,
ball.
and 2 people are wide ass open, and he can't do it. You know why they flash to the top of the thing? Because it's easier. But when he's in the post, then you could do it. But when he's at the free throw line and he passes out of it, guess what? There's less room to cover. But if he's in the post and then they double team, now it's easier to cover. Now it's harder for the team to cover because they got to move around. They got to rotate harder.
Yeah, that's why PJ was hitting them threes for real.
And then you start bricking.
Yeah.
Why
no,
I think continuously hit threes.
At this point,
you can't. You can't. That's the point. You can't.
I wouldn't be upset if they fired Doc Rivers.
I mean, I know he's getting fired. He's getting fired.
But at the same time, I've always
James
said,
Harden shouldn't get a max contract. And Joel Embiid, the process is over. The process was over, like DL said. The process was over when they chose Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons over Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
In all honesty. No, the process was over when they just praised losing. They said, we're going to lose and suck to never make a conference finals.
Yeah,
they lost to fucking Trae Young in them.
They did. They did. That was terrible.
To me, I lost to Trae Young.
James Harden won them 2 games.
We made it further though.
James Harden won. We lost in a winner take all scenario. We ain't lose them in no damn 7-game series. And Joel Embiid, like he does in every series he's ever been a part of, fades away in the 4th quarter. Every time.
He did.
Every time. So they're going to have to do a lot of soul searching. I wouldn't re-sign James Harden. I'll use that money to try to get some more balanced players. I'll try to trade Tobias Harris's contract because it's really high. Get something favorable. But process is over, and I don't think they'll make the conference finals next year either. So they're just a regular season team. Buffalo Bills.
Okay. What a shot. Buffalo was that shot. It ain't do nothing. This is chilling.
So going into their opponent, what is your prediction for the series?
All right, so let's start the Heat versus Celtics. So I actually got some questions. So what's the key to success for the winner of the series, whoever you guys pick? So give me your pick, who you got, what's the key to success, who will be the best player in this series, and who's the X factor for both teams.
My screen keep going blank.
This was hard. I'll start this one. I ain't gonna lie, this is probably one of the matchups that I hate. Honestly, I think in the regular season the teams are split 2-2, if I'm not mistaken. Last year it went to Game 7. I think whenever the Celtics play teams like this, it's a matchup issue, not necessarily for them defensively, but for them offensively. Whenever whoever's guarding them on offense. With that being said, I do, however, have the Celtics winning this series. I want to say they actually win in 6. I want to be disrespectful and say 5, but I know that's probably not realistic. But again, I'm not going to be surprised if Miami wins this series. This is one of the teams that I do not want the Celtics to play. I was hoping that the Heat didn't even make the playoffs. For the Celtics to be able to win, I think that surprisingly, Grant Williams is going to have to be the catalyst for the Heat. For the Celtics. He hasn't been playing lately, again, because I think the matchup differentiation for the Sixers was a little bit different. But I think Grant Williams is one of the hustle players, getting rebounds, being able to guard the bigger position, the bigger spot, being able to knock down a 3 from time to time. Derek White was getting cooked in this past series.
He's one of your best defenders this year. That's crazy.
But in this past series, in the series before, he's being cooked. When Grant Williams was guarding Joel Embiid, some games he was holding him. He hasn't played as much, but I think last year for the Celtics, he matched up pretty well against the Heat players. The Heat don't have the same team that they had last year. However, they still do have Jimmy Butler, and they still have Coach Spoelstra, and they have a decent player in Bam who can play both ways. Bam will obviously be the catalyst for the Heat because he is he's the biggest player, height-wise. He stretches the floor very well on both sides of the ball. He can guard all 5 positions. So I think he'll definitely, be the biggest impact for the Heat, obviously on top of, Jimmy Butler doing what he does. But it's definitely going to take somebody other than JB, JT, Marcus Smart, and for them to beat the Heat, because those players are similar to Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, who else I got? The other dude with the cornrows, the light skinned dude.
Caleb Martin.
Yeah, Caleb Martin. I think those players are very similar to each other, if not anything on defense. So I think it's going to be a hard fought series. If it does go past, I would say if it does go past 5-6 games, does go past 6 games, he probably will win. But I'm hoping that Celtics can pull it off in at least 6. But Grant Williams is definitely going to be a key factor if he plays for the Celtics.
I go next. I really wish that we had Oladipo for this series, man. Really wish, just for the fact of like the defensive pressure that he applies, his ability to get steals, man. This would have been the perfect series for him. But he's a success for the winner of the series. I got the Heat in 6. Bam. I think 2 things. Bam, and it depends on his impact. I think he's going to be very impactful regardless. But if he's I think he kind of realized in the last series going against some good big men, especially like Mitch Robinson, who's a very good defensive big man, and being able to have his way with him, and then offensively being able to neutralize Julius Randle, which really wasn't a hard task. I think he kind of felt his dominance, especially in that last game. If you watch a game 6, he kept us in that first half with his ability and his offensive scoring. I think he could take advantage. The pick and roll with him and Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry can really take advantage of what they of Al Horford's slow feet. What I'm assuming is going to happen is you guys been playing a smaller lineup with one big. I'm hoping to see that continue. I think that changes because how dominant Embiid was, and I think they will respect Bam in the same way, at least for the first couple games. That way, Bam will be able to guard Tatum, and I like that matchup. And Jimmy will be able to get on JB instead of having Gabe Vincent or Max Strus on JB. So I think that will help us out tremendously. And then also just Kyle Lowry coming off the bench, man. The way he's able to run that second unit, him and Caleb Martin are going to be the X factors. What they're able, the energy and the play that they're able to provide off the bench will determine if the Heat will win this series or not. Caleb Martin could come in and play some really good defense at point of attack, 94 feet, press him and Gabe Vincent do that a lot. Kyle Lowry being able to run the offense, hit some timely shots, get some assists, get Plumlee involved, get Bam involved when he's in the game. But who will be the best player in the series? I think in order for the Heat to win, it has to be Bam. I think Bam will have to be the best player in this series. Jimmy's going to continue to give us what he's given us, but on the offensive end and the defensive end, I think Bam will have to assert his dominance in order for the Heat to win. Jimmy, I don't know if you guys saw that picture of Jimmy's ankle. Jimmy's ankle is fucked. That thing is swollen like crazy. So this rest is definitely good for him, but I think Bam will have to be the best player in this series. And when we went to the bubble, when we won that year, you could pretty much argue that Bam was the best player for us in this series because I think he averaged like 19 and 10 versus you guys in the bubble. So he didn't do that last year. It's very inconsistent, but I think the confidence boost that he got from last round will definitely help us out. Heat in 6, X factors for the Heat will definitely be Bam. Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, and then for you guys, the Celtics. Last year, Derek White really fucked us up. So if he's able to do the same thing, then it's going to be a long series for us again. So Derek White and whatever Malcolm Brogdon can do. So
I think this game's going to come down. Defense, who can limit, the scoring. That's really what it's come down to. But I got Boston. 7. I think it's going to be a long series. But ultimately, I think Boston has too much ammunition right now for you guys, especially if like you're saying, Jimmy's not playing 100%. If Jimmy was 100%, I might go Heat in 6, Heat in 7. But if he's not playing 100% against this Celtics team, I don't know. I think they're gonna fight. You guys, that's one thing about the Heat. You guys fucking fight no matter what. People talk down on y'all, and y'all come to play every time. It seems like, you know, I always mess with you guys. You guys talk down your team in the beginning of playoffs, but, you know, your team shows up, you know.
That was just this playoffs. We did not talk down on the last playoffs.
I said this playoffs. I said the beginning of the playoffs. So I said, that's exactly what I just said. So you did. You said throw away this team. Everybody got to go. And these guys play.
In my defense, they made fucking Clint Capella look like Will.
Right, but it's fine. But you're right. Bam needs to play big. And I just think there's too many variables on the other's team. I think X Factor, like you said, I think Malcolm Brogdon's gonna be the catalyst. We're talking about X Factors. Obviously, JB's gonna play well. You know, JT's gonna play well. They got great defense. You guys got great defense. It's gonna come down to who can hit more shots than the other team. I mean, that's basketball though, in general. But I got Celtics in 7. And I will say I never thought Heat were gonna get this far.
That's a fact. So I got Heat in 7. I see us a replay of last year, but instead Jimmy hits that shot. And I think it's gonna come down to the wire. I think we're gonna have some really good games. I think the key is success for the Heat, though, to win this in 7, is our shooting. I think if we can shoot the ball very well from the 3, it's gonna be a problem for Boston. I think Boston has a lineup for any team. So, but I just think that with what we have and the players coming off the bench, I think in the mind of Eric Spoelstra, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of chess, right? Now it's gonna depend. It depend on Boston, right? On the coach. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name. Mazzulla. Now again, I don't know how great he is as a coach because he's still dealing with a team that just went to the finals. But I think it's going to be a lot of chess. There's going to be a chess game, and be depending on like who's out there, personnel on the court, and pretty much what they're trying to do. But I agree with Wayne. I agree with DL. Everybody. Bam is the guy. Bam has to. How can I say, evolve this series. He has to be a different Bam than we've seen. He has to take over, dominate, and especially if he does that in this series, going into and we win and we're going into the finals, whoever we playing, I have high expectations of us winning. But it all comes down to Bam. Now, if it comes down to who I think is going to be the best player of this series, though, is going to be JT. I think they lose, but JT will be the best player of this series
because Bam will be checking him, according to Dwayne.
I don't think Bam will be checking him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Bam is gonna be checking him because I think we're probably gonna try to neutralize JB, and I think if we can neutralize JB and everybody else around Jason Tatum, he will ball out. Do whatever you want to do on the court, but we still gonna win that series.
Didn't Al Horford have a big series last year?
He hit some clutch threes, but I'm glad that we picked up someone like Kevin Love because Kevin Love Kevin Love can move without Horford. They pretty much play the same type of game, but so I think with having him, like, that is
I know huge part. I'd be forgetting he's like out there when he's out there.
That is a huge part. But and agree with Wayne too. Kyle Lowry coming off the bench, leading that second team.
I mean, I like it. I like that Kyle Lowry, but like for me, Kyle Lowry is equivalent to Marcus Smart. Like they cancel each other out.
Yeah, but Kyle Lowry is coming off the bench, and so he's going versus Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, but
so he and our second, and I like our second team because our second team we got Duncan Robinson that can shoot threes. We got Strus that can shoot threes, and then Caleb is streaky. If Caleb is on, it's a wrap.
If y'all still had PJ then that would be a little bit more of an
I think you are downplaying Gabe Vincent and
I'm not downplaying him. I'm not
Gabe
downplaying
Vincent defense though.
I've always said a team needs good teams play a lot better when they don't have a main starter play through. In this case, their second unit will be that unit that doesn't really have a main starter that they're playing through. And they have performed very, very well, shooting the three. Obviously, they're streaky at times, but they're just to me, they're just like the Celtics role players. Like, can hit a shot, can defend the perimeter. But like I said, I think the difference is the fact that if Wayne's saying if Bam's going to be checking Jason Tatum, I think it's a long series because you had PJ last year again, who was in that rotation of checking the best.
I think we're gonna play zone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we're gonna play zone. And
we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna mix it up.
I think we're gonna play zone, and you guys gonna have to. You're gonna have to shoot us out the zone. But I feel like we're also gonna play like a zone man, which I see the Heat have done before.
It's gonna be this series.
Yeah, it's gonna. It's that's what I'm saying. Game 7. I cannot see this not going to Game 7 because, yes, JT and JB super. That star level power is more than what the Heat might have. But I just think with Spoelstra and just like the pieces that we have, it will be a very good series. And it's always been. So it's gonna be good.
Right. So
see, I always gotta go the lower number because if I go to or the higher number, I mean if I go to the lower number, they're gonna get swept. I got feeling so I say,
game 1 will tell me a lot. If we're able to steal game 1, I feel very, very comfortable.
Jimmy flew right after they won. Jimmy's like, hey, yo, I'm coming. I'm on my way. Jimmy's already over there. He was already over there before the game was over.
I think he would have been there.
No, that was an old clip. We talking about when he was like, boss, I'm on my way. That's from earlier this year when he missed.
Okay.
He missed 2 weeks, and then we lost to Boston the night before, and then he came back. Darrell know what I'm talking about. He came back, and then we beat Boston ass when Jimmy came back. Also, somebody to watch out for in this series. Hewitt Highsmith played really good versus Boston throughout the year this year. Really good defense. So
I'm not afraid.
Watch out for Hewitt Highsmith. I'm telling you. I don't think we're gonna put him on him a lot. I mean, the whole time, but there's gonna be key moments in the game where it's definitely gonna be Bam on him, which I think will be good. Because we're not gonna know all the time where you guys are just gonna start cutting to the paint every 2 minutes.
If y'all was smart, y'all would double him more often because he doesn't make great decisions when he's double.
No, we just do that when Jaylen Brown get the ball. He turns it over.
That's a turnover.
I think the key is to neutralize Jaylen Brown, though. I think that's what's going to help the deep because I felt like he played well against us last year.
Yeah, he played better than Jason Tatum last year. I don't know how they gave him.
If we neutralize
he did play better than Jason Tatum.
We're not having this conversation again, bro. We're not
I'm talking about in the Heat series. I'm talking about
the Heat.
I know what series you're talking about. We're not having this conversation again, bro.
He played all right. They played on the same level.
They both played very efficiently. Well, they both played impactfully. I'll say that.
All right, man. Let's get to the next series, which is the Nuggets versus the Lakers. So the Lakers win. And now they will be playing the Nuggets in the conference finals. This is really the bubble matchups. This is kind of crazy. It's literally the bubble matchups. The same teams that were in the conference finals in the bubble, same teams that are there now. So Lakers versus Nuggets. I want the keys of success. Winner for the winner of the series. Who will be the best player in the series? And X factor for both teams.
Lakers in 6. Key to success for the Lakers: Anthony Davis. Strictly, he needs to shut down Jokic. And if he plays good defense and slows him down, Lakers getting this shit. I'm sorry. And AD is the guy to do it. He's the only guy left to do it. There's no other big man we say that could probably play on Jokic that's still left. So if there's any team that can beat this Nuggets team and defeat Jokic, it's the Lakers and AD. X factors for the Lakers. I'll say X factor for the Nuggets. I'm gonna be your boy, man. Alex, get on. Michael Porter Jr. That's gonna be the X factor for the Nuggets. Strictly, really believe that. because it's going to be interesting to see who. But LeBron's probably going to guard him. You think, right? LeBron's probably going to stick Michael Porter.
No, he probably go Aaron Gordon.
Well, for the Lakers, X factor though, Dennis Schroeder. He's kind of like their little energizer bunny out there playing defense, making big plays. He needs to limit trash. But that's part of his game. So I don't know if he limit the trash talk because kind of gets him in trouble.
Is he not? He not suspended for next game, right?
I don't think so. He's not suspended for that. But I got Lakers in 6. Key to success is going to be for the Lakers is slowing down. Like I said, slowing down Jokic. If you can limit him, while also I know Schroeder's going to be guarding Murray because he was guarding Curry out there. So those two.
Yeah, Joe, we ain't talking about your boy playing terrible in Game 7.
Who?
Game 6.
We'll leave that for Friday.
You talking about Curry?
Yeah.
That would get into the whole thing. We're already 40 minutes in right now.
Curry played bad in Game 6.
Yes.
That's what y'all got from that.
But
he played good.
But that's what y'all got from that game though. Like, just Curry played bad.
But he played bad. That's not what we just got from him.
I got Lakers in 6. Bron's going to finals again, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I think the the Nuggets are better than the bubble Nuggets, and I think this is going to go to 7. And I did have the Lakers high actually on my going into playoff list, so I do have the Lakers going, but they're going to Game 7. Key factors for the Lakers to win is, of course, Anthony Davis, but also he has to perform. He has to perform good defense on Jokic, and I don't think he's gonna stop Jokic. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's gonna stop Jokic. I don't think he's gonna slow him down as much as he can. But I think as long as he performs offensively, great as well, and just give some type of resistance. I don't want to see Jokic with 30, 12, and 10. I would like to see him with like 30, 6 and 5 or something like that. Maybe make him score more, not let him be the playmaker that he always is on the court. But also, big key, because I was talking big trash about him. They need to stop Jamal Murray. They have to stop Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray cannot do to the Lakers what he was doing to every other team they played in the playoffs. They have to stop him. And I think if they do stop him, and the Lakers do have a great defensive team, so they should have the capability to stop him. But he can't give them 40. If you give him 40 and he end up winning the game because you gave them 40, then I'm gonna say Nuggets in 6. But they gotta slow him down at least like keep him 20 under. Not even let him drop 20. You don't want him to drop 20. I think, and because if he dropping 20, that means Jokic is probably giving you 10, 12 assists, and the amount of points that Jokic adds up on the court with not only his points but his ability to move the ball it's crazy, bro. It probably account for half the points the Nuggets score. So I think if Jamal Murray's giving you 20, Jokic is going to be going off too because it shifts, the defense and everything there too. So, but I got Lakers in 7. And I think Jokic is going to be the best player in this series.
I don't know about this series, man. On one hand, I want LeBron to win because I want LeBron to win his next ring. But I do think I'd want the Celtics to win because I want Jason Tatum to win his first ring. So it's kind of bittersweet. And on top of the fact that I think the Nuggets match up very, very well against the Lakers. I think it's going to definitely take. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Austin Reeves is going to have to be the biggest factor for the Lakers, honestly.
Reeves?
Yeah, because we know what we're gonna get from AD. We know what we're gonna get from LeBron. I've seen instances in which D'Angelo Russell and Schroeder have gotten into foul trouble. Austin Reeves is a good shooter. He has the green light apparently. He's a good offensive player. Obviously, his weakness is on defense. But I think he's going to have to get it going early in the series. I think he's going to have to take those shots that they let him take. But it could go either way because the Nuggets have players as well that can do the same thing. They got KCP who can defend. They got Jamal Murray who can take over. They got Joker, obviously. They got Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr. So I think they match up overall very well against the Lakers. So I can see this series going either way. The biggest player for the Nuggets, I think, like Chris said, will be Michael Porter. Or it's going to have to be Michael Porter Jr. But, it's really going to come down to who they have guarding Joker because Joker definitely does stretch the floor. I know I alluded to, Vanderbilt maybe guarding him just to not expend AD on both sides of the ball, because obviously Joker's not playing both sides of the ball effectively. And having AD guard or AD or LeBron guard Jokic will definitely minimize their game because of how tired they'll be. So I think they'll probably put Vanderbilt or somebody like Rio on him throughout the course of the game, just to throw bodies at him. Will it be effective? We don't know. But we've seen him do that with Steph Curry and slow him down to an extent. So who knows? I still think obviously Joker goes for at least 25, 30 a game, but I think it's definitely going to limit his ability to make plays all around, not just scoring. You know what I'm saying? I think he's still going to get his scoring, but as far as the rebounding, the assists and stuff, they're going to kind of isolate him to just one facet of the game. So, I think, but overall, I think the biggest player in the series will be Anthony Davis. So my two catalysts will be Austin Reeves, Michael Porter Jr., but the biggest player will obviously be Anthony Davis. Because he just does it all. So, because I don't think I keep on calling. I don't think Joker is going to be able to guard him on offense. Obviously, he's going to get his, and he's going to get his rebounds. He's going to play defense, especially if he's not guarding Joker. So, yeah, I don't know who to say though. It definitely goes to 7. Who wins? I don't know.
That's so nasty. You got to pick, bro.
What kind of shit is that?
I'm gonna say Lakers in 6, bro. I'm gonna say Lakers in 6, so it can go to 7.
This might be the hardest series in this entire playoffs to pick. Because I could truly sit here and tell you guys, I do not know how you stop the Jamal Murray and Joker pick and roll. I don't know how you stop it.
Put LeBron and AD on.
No. Because the thing is, you put Jamal Murray in a pick and roll, they play a lot of drop coverage. Now, you can't do that because Joker's going to pop out. Joker pops out, AD goes up on him. Now, people are cutting to the basket, free lanes. AD's not there to protect the paint.
Yep.
Now, LeBron has to protect the paint.
Yep.
Then you could do the Joker and Aaron Gordon pick and roll. The Joker and Caldwell Pope pick and roll, where Joker is the ball handler.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could do, it's just very hard to stop, right? And then I thought about, you put AD on him, but then you put AD on him, like I said, you're going to have to – Joker's going to have a freaking – he's going to look like John Stockton out there getting 20 fucking assists.
It's crazy.
Right? And then he can – if you're right, you say, all right, let Joker score and stop everybody else. He can score efficiently. Because he did drop 50.
He did drop 50 in the loss, though.
He did. So that might be the method of what you got to go with, right?
Stop Jamal Murray.
X factors, Chubb's got it right on the head. It's Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, what they can provide for them. If Michael Porter Jr. is hitting his shots, then the series can really be scary for Los Angeles Lakers. And then for the Lakers, the X factors for me is Rui Hachimura and Dennis Schroeder. I think it's going to be very hard to put Vanderbilt in for a simple fact of if Vanderbilt's in, I'm telling you right now, Joker is not guarding AD. He's gonna go guard Vanderbilt, and that's self check, and they're just gonna double AD. So you're gonna have we might see Rui starting, we might see Dennis Schroeder starting.
But I think they need another big on the court. You know what I'm saying? So I like the Rui. I wasn't even thinking about Vanderbilt not being an impact on offense. So
he's terrible. He's like I never seen a basketball player that's
he can't
terrible.
shoot at all.
He can't shoot. He can't get. He missed layups.
You know who he is? He is this team's Andre Roberson.
Yeah, just a way better rebounder. So if he's in the game, there's definitely agree. I definitely agree with you, Theo. They're gonna definitely put him on. It makes sense to put him on Joker for the pick and roll action, so that way he can switch for the switchability, and then that way AD can roam off of Aaron Gordon and help out and protect the rim. So I can see that happening. I think Braun is gonna have to give. He's gonna have to have. You know how he had that game 6 versus the Warriors. In order for the Lakers to win, Braun is gonna have to have 2 or 3 of those type of games.
Maybe.
I do agree. No matter what, the best player in the series will be Joker. And I got the Nuggets in 6, man. I got the Nuggets in 6. If the Lakers win, I'm happy. I think, to be honest, the winner of this series is who's going to win the NBA championship. In my opinion.
I agree.
I actually think the Heat match up better with the Nuggets than they would with the Lakers.
Facts.
So, yeah. But yeah. So I got a Nuggets at 6. It's gonna be this series is gonna be amazing. Every game is gonna come down to the wire. In both of these series, these are gonna be some really good ass conference finals. Because last year the Heat Celtics was nice, but then the fucking Warriors and Mavs definitely disappointed us.
Yeah.
Very disappointed. All right. So now we're going to switch over to some of the NFL topics. The first topic I want to talk about is Quentin Williams changed his Twitter bio to defensive tackle for ... So the Super Bowl bust Jets have some decisions to make. He retweeted when Dexter Lawrence got paid. So assuming that he wants to get a payday as well. Pretty sure he made All-Pro last year. So should any teams want to trade for him? And what team would he be the best fit?
First of all, I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't think he's going nowhere either.
They lose him. The Super Bowl or bust shit is gone.
Yeah, I don't think that he's going anywhere. I think it's just one of what the players are doing nowadays to kind of get paid. But I'm with it. And it's like, fuck it, get your money. But I don't think he's going anywhere. But if he were to go somewhere, I'm not sure. I mean, he can fit well on any team. But if you want to mean a team that you want to win,
it would never happen. But the Bills would be.
I was about to say the Bills.
The Bills would need.
Obviously, I thought about the Bills too. That was the first thing to come wrong, but they're not trading in the division.
Yeah, they won't do that. But I don't see any winning team
Chargers
that needs him right.
Chargers could, but they'd give up a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I got a team. The Lions.
Yeah, they could.
They need some interior defensive line help. I think that would be a huge win for them, and they were able to get him, pair him with Aiden Hutchinson.
That would be good.
That'd be a huge win for them. Then I'll start believing in them the way Chubbs believes in them.
Yeah.
And also, even though I don't think they'll trade in the thing as well, because this wouldn't make sense. But if the Chiefs wanted to get him, pair him next to Chris Jones.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money on a D-line right there.
That's a lot of money on
That's a lot of money.
But I mean, you got the best interior defensive line.
Yeah. He would be nice. Somehow the Seahawks were able to get him.
Yeah.
They were looking for a D tackle. So
They're gonna
Seahawks,
ship his ass to Houston. That's what they're gonna do.
but
that would be.
I think he's gonna get paid because
sad.
also they're trying to restructure Aaron Rodgers' contract. So if they restructure his contract, they're gonna have money for Quinnen.
I don't know why all teams just don't put Eric Garrett by their roster spot signing bonus and restructure contracts. I mean, there's probably a limit on how many of those you can do a year. But like, to me, it makes no sense.
I think he.
What would you guys rank him right now amongst the interior defensive linemen?
He is top 5.
Yeah, 100% top 5. I probably.
So that means he doesn't deserve to be paid the highest then.
He does not.
Wayne, you might. I'll give you AD, Chris Jones, Buckner, Jonathan Allen, and I got Quinnen.
He's not better than Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence is nice.
He is nice, but I don't
Nice.
like Dexter.
He's not better than Dexter Lawrence. He's not better than Dexter Lawrence. What's the other name you said on there?
Jonathan Allen.
I think him and Cam Hayward the same level. Cam Hayward is
Buckner.
He better than
Chris Jones and AD is what I said.
You think he better than Hargraves?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's better than Hargrave. I think he's better than Kenny Clark. I think he's better than Vita Vea.
Kenny Clark is nice though, bro.
I know. I think he's better than Jeffrey Simmons.
No, I don't think he's better. I was thinking. I don't think. That's the guy out there. No, he's not better than Jeffrey Simmons. You said Jeffrey Simmons is way too late. Jeffrey Simmons is top 3.
He's dog.
Top 3 defensive tackle in the league. It literally goes AD, Chris Jones, Jeffrey Simmons for me. Personally.
There's a lot of lit D tackles. A lot.
There is.
So I don't think so. So yeah, I don't know what type of money he's trying to get then. Because I don't think he's worth Dexter Lawrence money because I don't think he's better than Dexter Lawrence.
That's a take.
Yeah. Dexter Lawrence is fucking
I know he's nice, but
nice. He's doing that shit for the nose tackle position too. Not a 3 tech.
Yes, but has Dexter Lawrence ever sneezed and blessed himself? And then thanked himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the next topic. Bryce Young enters OTAs as QB2.
We kind of talked about it last pod, but it's official now. I don't like it.
In all honesty, I think it makes sense, man, bro. Patty Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for a year, bro. There's no reason to rush these quarterbacks in.
But Andy Dalton, Alex Smith at that point?
It doesn't matter, bro. Not all these quarterbacks are Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow. Even Justin Herbert had to sit a little bit.
I get it.
Like
Lamar
we put too much pressure.
A lot of people
We put too much pressure on these guys to come in and be
Hurt sat.
And then we ruin them. So I think it makes sense to sit some guys for at least half a season. Like I think Anthony Richardson should sit like the first 6 games.
He ain't going to.
I know.
No.
Which doesn't make sense to me. You got a rookie coach, all this stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, he'll be able to run the ball. His ability to run the ball and make it great. And Bryce Young doesn't have that crazy ability like Anthony Richardson will have. So it doesn't make sense to start him right away. He will end up being the starting quarterback at some point throughout the year, but I like to sit
He looked tiny.
making him learn the system and everything. So.
Let me ask you a question, Wayne. Were you happy? I mean, I know you got your quarterback now. Can he pick it? Were you happy he sat for a little bit?
Yes, I didn't want him to start.
Yeah, he was pushing big.
No, but now that he's your quarterback and he's good enough,
money making.
And did you feel like even now that you know what you know, would you have been okay?
Yeah, and to me,
with him? Would you have been okay with him starting right away? With what you know now?
I want him to sit. I'm okay with him sitting. Ben didn't start right away.
Listen,
I mean, great quarterbacks.
Where was Ben drafted?
First round, right?
First round, higher than the 22nd pick. I'll tell you that.
Right.
Richard Kelly was.
But Now we're not talking about Kenny. We're talking about
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, right? But Bryce Young, top 3, top 1, number 1 pick. I think if you are in the top 5, I don't care what position you are, you should start.
I don't think that's
if
always
you are a
guarantee.
top 5 pick. I don't care what position you're playing, you should start.
I agree with that, but quarterback's a little touchy.
Quarterback's different a little bit.
When you got a veteran like that, bro, we look at like
can we slow down by Andy Dalton just a little bit?
I'm saying you got a veteran, bro.
No, listen, man. If you top 5 in an NFL, man, that's first of all, you're not getting paid small bucks. So I'm paying you a lot if you're a top 5 pick, especially if you're a quarterback. And I understand maybe they should sit and watch a veteran and do all, but I also
I'm not saying the whole season. I'm saying first 6 games.
Right, but I also think experience is the best teacher. Now with
you can also ruin quarterbacks like that.
But also with the Panthers offense, I think it's okay for him to start
keep
on that
hyping his offense.
Bro. I'm not saying the offense is great. I am saying that's an okay offense for a number 1 pick to play on and start. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to. Maybe I'm speaking as from a fan point, but also
think of it as a front office.
Even as a coach, if I'm a coach, I'm like, man, I want to see this guy play with my guys that is going to be.
You going to see it after week 6?
I don't want to do week 6 if I'm the coach. I want to play. I want to compete right away if I can. If Bryce Young turns out to be amazing, I want to see that right away so we can work on that right away instead of maybe lose a couple games here, win a couple games there, and then we put him in. Oh, that's great.
They sacrificed 6 games in this sorry ass division, Joey.
Listen, I'm saying if you're a top 5 pick, you should start. I don't care. Either lineman, DB, whatever. I don't care. You should start, bro. And I think that's true most of the time. Most of the time, a top 5 pick start right away. Look at the top 5 picks right now. They're all going to start. Except Bryce Young.
Top 5, yeah.
Witherspoon.
He don't start.
Tackles definitely gonna start.
Yeah. Anderson, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson. Yeah. Maybe they're being cautious.
They are. They are, man.
What are your thoughts, Smooth?
I think we already alluded to. I mean, I agree with Joey. I do think that Bryce Young should come in and start. Again, if he was playing behind like a worthy vet, then I would see the point behind making him a QB2, putting him behind a more experienced person, so he can learn a little bit. But he's playing with the Panthers, who is sorry. He's playing with the Panthers, who drafted him in order to be their franchise quarterback. He's playing with the Panthers, who drafted him to come in and immediately make a difference. Whether he fails or succeeds, I think that this is their player moving forward. This is their quarterback moving forward. So why not get him in there early? I think by the time the season starts, he probably will be quarterback 1. I think they're just conditioning him and getting his feet wet. Getting him a little bit seasoned, but at the end of the day, you're not about to sit up here and tell me Bryce Young isn't better than who's playing behind?
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I respect Andy Dalton.
I respect Andy Dalton 4 years ago. This Andy Dalton, he ain't gonna make the Panthers no worse, so why not start him?
Well, but again, it's still they're going in to him as QB2. We never know what might happen at the end of camp.
Yeah, I think by the start.
You just don't want to give it to him. You want to make him fight for it.
He'll be starting by the beginning. So.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I think if he has an amazing preseason, then you definitely go ahead and start him. Well, if he's struggling, y'all still want to throw him in there?
If he's struggling, I don't care, bro. You number one pick. You gotta learn and then get out
see,
there.
Joey would be the coach that ruined a quarterback, man. All right, man. Zadarius Smith got traded to the Browns. It was kind of surprising. It was kind of cheap what the Browns got for him. Obviously, it was just a salary dump. But what do you guys think of the trade?
Good for the Browns. That's all I can say. Good for the Browns, man. They beefed up on the D line, so good for them.
I ain't talking about that op.
They the op now.
He's been an op.
He's been.
Chubbs was mad that he committed to the Ravens and he took it away.
Just to
to
get traded and leave at the year with the
He
Vikings.
still got the salary he wanted though.
Yeah.
I ain't really worried about them, bro.
It's good for the Browns. I mean,
When we get to our AFC North predictions, I'm telling you, man, I think a lot of people are sleeping. Bro.
Maybe you should worry.
Deshaun Watson can get to just 80% of what he used to be. The Browns are going to be a scary ass team in the NFL. That's all I'm saying. Browns are going to be scary.
It's just because it's the Browns, man. I was looking at something. They said I was looking at like the AFC North, the last place. How many times people have been in the last place AFC North? The Steelers was 0. The Ravens was like 4. The Bengals was 5. The Browns was 24 times. They were last in their division.
Yeah, they're little bros.
Bro, it's just the Browns, bro. It's like I can't. I don't know. It's just, I really think that franchise is cursed, bro. I think it's just not meant to be good.
I think they'll find a way. I think Deshaun Watson can definitely right the ship.
All right, yeah, we'll see.
But no, this was a great trade for them. I think it was definitely dope, and I'm looking forward to see what they do, man. Definitely looking forward. But let's go ahead and get to the next topic. We're gonna predict the records for the NFC East.
Yeah.
I got it.
So we're gonna start off with the Cowboys.
All right. Week 1. They got the Giants.
Yeah. Let's tell me all right. Oh yeah, just tell me who they play. All
right. Week 1. We're doing Dallas, right? First.
Hold on.
All right, everybody, if you got to get writing down something.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna do it with my fingers, bro.
Yeah, I don't got that many fingers.
That's crazy. You got them winning more than 10 games. No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
All right, we good? Week 1, they're at the Giants. I got them winning that game.
You said the Cowboys, right? We talking about the Cowboys?
We're Cowboys. He's on the Cowboys.
Yeah, go through the daily schedule. We're gonna see how many games we have them win.
All right, so week 1 at at Giants. Week 2 at home against the Jets. Week 3 at Arizona. Then they're home against New England. Then they're at 49ers. Then they're at Chargers. Got bye week. Then they're at the Rams, at Philly. Then home against Giants. Then away at Carolina. Home against Washington. Home against Seattle. Home against Philly. At Buffalo. At Miami. Home against Detroit. And then finishing the season at Washington. I got them going 12-5.
You said 12-5?
Yep.
Joey.
11-6.
10-7.
And I'm right there with you. I got them starting off 0-2.
Okay. Eagles next?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Eagles got their first game away, New England. Home against Minnesota. Away, Tampa Bay. Home against Washington. Away against the Rams. Away against the Jets. Away against Washington. Home against Dallas. Bye week. Away against Kansas City. Home against Buffalo. Home against San Francisco. Away to Dallas. Away to Seattle. Home against Giants. Home against Arizona. And then away against the Giants. And I got them at 14-3.
12-5.
13-4.
Hey, so we on the same level today, boy. This is. I'm not used to this.
And next up, Washington. All right, Washington opens the season home against Arizona. Then they're at Denver, home against Buffalo, at Philly, home against Chicago, at Atlanta, at Giants, home against Philly, at New England, at Seattle, home against Giants, at Dallas, home against Miami, bye week, at Rams, at Jets, again home against San Francisco, and home against Dallas. I got them at 9-8.
Joe,
No, come back to me, bro.
Smooth.
9-8 as well.
Did Wayne freeze? Oh, Wayne got him 7-10.
No, I'm here.
He
I'm
froze for a second.
7-10. Joe,
I got them 6-11.
Damn.
Giants.
All right, the Giants. All right, they open the season home against Dallas, at Arizona, at San Francisco, home against Seattle, at Miami, at Buffalo, home against Washington, home against the Jets, at Las Vegas, at Dallas, at Washington, home against New England, bye week, home against Green Bay, at New Orleans, at Philly, home against LA Rams, and home against Philly last game. I got them at 5-12.
Joe,
I got them at 9-8.
7-10.
10-7.
Whoa.
I was close to the 10-7, but I had to make sure I count.
Just
Yeah, he tried the fuck out of the Giants.
I don't know what he's
very
saying.
winnable games for them, bro.
He tried the hell out of the Giants.
I don't care, bro. There's a lot of games I don't like where they're playing at.
So this division has the hardest schedule, and so does the AFC East as well. So the Giants do have a tough road ahead of them, but I think they do go above 5.
They might go 6-11. They might go 6-11.
What games you got them winning? I got them splitting with everybody but the Eagles.
Facts.
So actually, you put me 6-11 because I think they're going to split with Washington. Actually,
I actually got them sweeping Washington.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I had them sweeping Washington.
I got the Dallas Cowboys sweeping them. I got the Philly sweeping them, and I got them splitting with Washington.
I got them winning the first game of the year.
I got them beating Arizona. I got them beating San Francisco because San Francisco's quarterback situation. You don't know what's going to happen early in that year.
Wait, what?
Yes, I do have them there.
That's one of the wins you got them winning.
You know
That's
why?
Fucking nuts.
You know why? You know why? Look at the playoff game. Look at the playoff game.
All right.
Chubbs, Trey Lance will be there.
We'll see. We don't know what he is. He hasn't
They
played.
were down to Christian McCaffrey.
Bro.
And you're talking about
Bro, we'll see. So I got
bro.
that's fine. I got them beating San Francisco. I got them beating New England.
Can we do the NFC West? Because I want to know what San Francisco record's going to be.
That's another day, man. We can't do that.
Oh, my God. That is crazy, bro.
That's
They're
crazy.
gonna get an early one on them, man.
No, they're absolutely nuts. That was one of the 5 games you had to win with San Fran. It's crazy.
Yep, I got them beating the Rams, got them beating Green Bay, got them beating the Patriots. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we all have the Eagles being the winner. I have a tie for second place between the Giants and the Cowboys. You guys have the Cowboys coming second. Chubbs has the Commanders and the Giants tied for last. Joey and Smook have the Commanders finishing third, and Joey has the Commanders finishing last as well.
I got them finishing third.
Yeah. Oh, you do got them finished third. So
me and Dio got Giants finishing last.
Yeah. And me and Joey got the flipped it. We got the Commanders finishing last. So, all right, man. We'll see. All right. Okay, let's get our way too early top 5 MVP candidates heading into the new year.
Ooh. All right.
We should have universal. Patty's definitely up there.
Yeah, for sure.
I got Patty. I got Joe Burrow's going to be up there because, they're going to put his name attached to it. Josh Allen's name is always going to be attached to it. Obviously, I'm going to attach Lamar to it.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
And then I want to put Jay Jettas, but it's usually a quarterback award. And this is my dark horse for my number 5, Trevor Lawrence.
Ain't nothing dark about that horse.
Trevor Lawrence.
There's a dark horse there.
Top 5. Number 5.
Those are all AFC. That's crazy.
Yeah. NFC don't really got much.
Number 5, Aaron Rodgers. Number 4, Deshaun Watson.
That's a dark horse.
Number 3, Trevor Lawrence. Number 2, Lamar Jackson. Number 1, Patty Mahomes.
I ain't seen no Jalen yet. I like it.
Oh, tripping. All right. Kick Aaron Rodgers out. Put Jalen. And put Jalen 3rd. And move everybody else up. So, Deshaun 5, Trevor Lawrence 4, Jalen Hurts 3. Yeah, I'm tripping on that one. There's no way you. How you have him go 14-3? You don't got him in the MVP conversation, Chubbs?
Hey, team effort, man. That's a team over there.
That's crazy.
So
what y'all got?
That is crazy. Go ahead, D. I just want to
go. Yeah. At 5, I got Lamar. At 4, I got Jamar Chase. At 3, I got Jalen Hurts. At 2, at 2, I have Joey B. And at 1, I got Patty. I think he gonna win again.
So Jamar Chase gonna be the best wide receiver in the NFL this year?
I got a feeling he will be, bro. I really do.
Oh, so I can't wait to claim that he's better than Stephon. I love
it. I feel like it's only gonna be because Joey B. I feel like they're gonna be nice this year. I really do.
Yeah, that would be crazy to have 2 of them up there.
They're gonna be ass
for MVP.
They're not gonna be ass.
Yeah.
They don't even know who's running the football yet. Mixon might be getting cut before the season even starts.
We'll see about that.
Let's pick up Dalvin.
That'd be a good pickup.
I hope not. That'd be stupid.
Oh shit!
We're confident to panic real quick.
You're gonna say Zeke? You said Dalvin. I'm like, come on, chill.
All
put
right.
that out there in the universe.
At 5, I have Jalen Hurts. At 4, I have Trevor Lawrence. At 3, I got Tua. At 2,
that's good. That's crazy. He got 2 is for 3 in his MVP, but they're not Super Bowl bust. That's crazy.
At 2, I got Joey B, and at 1, at 2, I got Patrick Mahomes, and at 1, I got Joey B. I think Joey B is gonna win it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, man. Now we're gonna get.
Didn't do it, did he?
Yeah, deal.
Oh, he did. You did.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to this draft. It's time to draft these players. So we're gonna do offense. Next episode, we're gonna do defense, QB, a wide receiver, 3 wide receivers. You can add another wide receiver. You can add another tight end if you want. 2 running backs. So let's go ahead and draft.
Well, all right. I'm the first pick.
Oh wait, hold on, yeah.
Hold on, bro. This just not a personnel that will ever be out, bro. I'm sorry. We only could do 3 receivers, but it's gonna bother me.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Like I was thinking of a graphic to put up, and like this just wouldn't make sense. We'll have 12 men on the field. This is not.
All right. I got first pick, so I'm gonna have to select Jay Jettas.
I thought you was gonna go quarterback.
Jay Jettis.
You're ugly. I thought you was gonna go quarterback. Gosh. All right. I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes.
Nice.
All right, Smooth.
Fuck, man. Give me Devontae.
Good pick. All right, Wayne, you got the next two.
Yeah. I just want you.
Go ahead, Chubbs.
No, it's not my pick. It's going back to Smooth.
No, it goes back to Wayne. Freak!
Yeah, Wayne got 2 in a row. That's right.
Yeah, then it goes to Smooth. Go ahead, Smooth. So mad you picked him. I was about to put them back together, boy.
Come on, Smooth. Let's say the name you want to say, bro. Come on.
I'm trying to see if I'm gonna go. Jamar.
This is crazy. I would have not expect that in 1,000 years.
Go
Joey?
I think he's still gonna be there.
What you say? Oh, let me think. What do I want? You guys took literally the top 4 receivers. I will. He said 4. You would have picked the other guy. Don't say top 3. you would have picked the other guy if you wanted him.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'll take him. I'll get Diggs.
I was hoping that y'all wasn't gonna pick him because y'all be shitting on him so much.
No.
Come on, bro. You would have to pick him. He was the first 5 years.
Damn, I was gonna pick him.
I have the big Diggs. That's I got to.
I was trying to go strategic right there.
Give me damn.
Fuck, I know who you about to pick too. Go ahead. There
you go. Give me these 2 next picks is gonna be Cooper Kupp and Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, you're so ugly.
Not Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. All right. I will go with my team. Give me Keenan Allen.
That is disgusting.
Hey, he said it though. The card's already in.
That is absolutely disgusting.
What's your?
No, I love it. Don't worry about it. Don't say nothing. I love it.
I'm probably forgetting someone. I don't know. But.
Yeah, you are.
You're forgetting a lot of people.
Yeah, you're disgusting. Bro.
What's up? Help me out.
Nah, bro, you need to research, man.
Oh, y'all are.
Fuck it.
Chubbs, just so you know I'm going to win. I just want you to know that.
Fuck it. Let me see. Cause
I already know what you're going to do. It's okay.
I told you I wasn't prepared for this shit.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I thought about that, Wayne. I thought about that. All right, DL, you up.
Oh, damn, I did miss.
I'm going to give you a... Hey, wait, I'm going to give you a run for my money, though. I'm going to give you a run for my money, though.
Can I switch my receiver real quick?
No, you can't. You can't. No? It's already picked.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
DL did this last time.
Fuck
he fucked up. We did 7v7. He picked a running quarterback.
Nobody worry about no Kittle.
That's actually tough, though.
You're running 12 personnel all game. So
you're running the football.
Shit. Give me Dalvin.
Why is it so small?
Bro, that.
If you just don't bold it.
Go ahead. Let's go.
All
Joe,
right,
who you got?
Joe, you up?
I guess I get a tight end. What's the dude name for the Ravens? That guy.
Isaiah Likely. Fuck, that's what I was gonna get next. Give me D-Hop. And then give me Nick Chubb.
You give me Jonathan Taylor.
I got the best receiving back and the best running back.
Smoke.
Wait, who run the? Oh no, I already know who you gonna pick for running the football. Never mind. You got Derrick Henry still out there. You got a lot of running backs still out there, actually.
Dang. Do I want? Evans or do I want faster guy? Give me Mike Evans.
Okay.
I say give me Scary Terry.
Who's up? Oh, Dwayne got next to.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. That's interesting. I'm not mad about that. DL, you up?
Yeah, that's all he's one. Quarterback.
Your MVP's there. MVP is there still.
I get a tight end still.
Oh yeah, you need to get tight end. You still need to get tight end. That should, yeah. So if you're thinking about tight end, it's either Kyle Pitts or Darren Waller.
Oh, but Darren Wallace, he ain't playing. Kyle Pitts.
I'm just telling you the next. Dalton Schultz. Oh my god!
It's like, no, give me Darren Waller, bro. Give me Zach Ertz. That was Goddard.
Yeah, Wayne, my team about to be nasty. My team about to be nasty.
Joe.
Damn.
Joe, you got running back or wide receiver rotation?
Yeah.
Joe, I did ask him whether you picked Keenan Allen, bro.
Bro, I wasn't. I forgot the names, bro. But I get Austin Eckler. That's why I said if I could switch, but I say fuck it.
I mean, I was gonna say it, but Charles was on me.
He said nope.
Give me my quarterback, Wayne. And then give me Kyle Pitts. And that would be the end for me.
Joe?
I get Terry.
Smooth?
No Debo. Debo didn't get picked.
No, I'm getting.
Josh Allen.
Mac Jones?
DK, Metcalf didn't get picked. DJ Moore.
Who you want, bro?
Either Kirk Cousins or Josh Allen, bro.
Oh, y'all let me game? Oh yeah, it's over.
It's not over.
Shall we be?
We don't know what defense looks like right now. How can you say that it's gonna be over?
It's over, son. We're running 12 personnel all game.
Bro, y'all let me get.
I'm at Lamar Jackson, Chubbs team Chubbs, Lamar Jackson, Jettis, Cooper Kupp, D Hop. I thought that's who he's gonna pick, Joe. Kyle Pitts, C Mac, Chubb, Joey, Mahomes, Diggs, Keenan Allen, Scary Terry, Mark Andrews, Jonathan Taylor, Austin Eckler, and Smooth got Josh Allen, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Mike Evans, Darren Waller, Saquon, Dalvin Cook. Yo, you low key got a sneaky team, bro. Team Wayne, Joe Burrow, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard.
All
right, guys, let us know who had the best team. I'm definitely gonna drop the graphic made of everybody's team. Figure out, let me know what type of lineup you guys are running up out there. But I think you guys have 3 receivers.
Yep, Todd Monken offense.
All right, move this out of the way.
I got the best running backs though. Straight up.
You do. All right.
Yeah, C-Mac.
So Dolphins
Nick
get
Chubb.
Nick Chubb and C-Mac. Dolphins get Isaiah Wynn, and Texans get Shaq Mason. Which 2 of these offensive line pickups do you guys think was the better of the 2?
Shaq Mason's a better offensive lineman. They both came from similar systems. I know Shaq was at Tampa before going, and he was played with the Patriots as well. But Shaq is the better offensive lineman. But we had talk in the chat. But Wynn's not a bad pickup for you guys by no means in terms of depth. If he ends up winning the competition, which I personally think he will. I know that you say they want Jackson to be the guy, but I think Wynn's going to beat him out for it. Wynn's not as bad as his last year showed. To be honest with you, he's a pretty solid offensive lineman when he's motivated and wants to go.
You're as good as your last performance, bro.
I get that.
Last year he was pretty bad. He was actually bad last year.
So where would you have Deshaun Watson then? Talking to Joe.
What?
You say you're as good as your last performance, so where would you rank Deshaun Watson?
Look, Deshaun Watson is not what he's done last year. Exactly. Wherever he's done last year, if he wasn't that good, then
so going into the season, you think he's going to be a bottom half of
going into the season? I'm not talking about Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson is also a special case because he also didn't play for 2 years. So that's hard for me to compare those 2 guys because one didn't play for 2 years because he was fighting a battle, and the other one got benched. So one actually got benched. One didn't actually play he didn't play because of his ability to play on the field. So you're as good as your last performance. So you were pretty bad last year. So again, that's why it's a 1-year deal because we don't know how well he's going to be. And also, he also has injury problems as well. So he also might get hurt as well too. So it's hard to be like, oh yeah, we got another great offensive lineman, but he's been hurt and he's coming off a bad year. So I don't know what he's going to give us. Hopefully he gives us that sophomore year Isaiah Wynn because that's when it was his best year. He was balling that year. Hopefully he gives us that. But if he don't, then it was just another pickup. We also picked up another guard, same situation. But that guard, he's actually going to start over Robert Hunt. So, so then again, and you guys said Robert Hunt wasn't that bad either. Robert Hunt is not good at all. And you asked, hey, yo, what Patriots fans think of Isaiah Wynn? They said, hey, I feel like he's the same as Eichenberg that you guys have on your team. And I don't think Eichenberg is good. I think he actually sucks. But we're actually giving him a chance because we have nowhere else to put. We have no one else to put there. So.
Strong opinions. I think it's a good pickup, like Chubb said, good depth to add to your wing. And if he recovers, he'll be, I think you guys can get that sophomore year. So. All right. That is the end of this episode, man. Appreciate everybody that came through and stopped by. We will be back on Friday. And talking some more basketball, talking some more football, man. You guys got anything y'all want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Nah, but what I sent you, we're going to talk about Friday.
3%.
Listen, 3% chance. You never fail. It's just step to success.